From ancient plains to Andean peaks and back again, picture this, 40 to 50 million years ago, llama ancestors were strutting across the Great Plains, probably judging the bison for their bad hair days. These camelids owned North America until, around 3 million years ago, they took a road trip south during the Great American Interchange, landing in the Andes. Fast forward a few millennia, say, 6,000 to 7,000 years, and the Inca had them domesticated, hauling gear and providing wool like the ultimate multitasking sidekicks. Then, poof, Ice Age hits, and they are gone from North America. Total ghosting move, right? The US comeback kicks off in the late 19th century, when rich folks and zoos started importing them like living lawn ornaments. William Randolph Hearst, that extravagant newspaper tycoon, snagged about a dozen guanaco hybrid llamas for his San Simeon estate in California in the early 1900s because nothing says "I've made it" like a herd of spitting exotics. Numbers stayed slim until the 1930s when a foot and mouth disease mess in South America slammed the import brakes. It wasn't until 1984, when Chile flung open the gates, that the real llama party started. Hundreds flooded in and breeders went wild. Suddenly, llamas were the hot new thing, like the pet rock of the livestock world. Counting the herd, so, how many llamas are roaming the US today? Good question, but don't expect Uncle Sam to have a llama census handy. These guys fly under the radar compared to cows. Back in the early 2000s, we had over 158,000, thanks to those 80s imports breeding like, well, not rabbits, but close enough. Llama lovers and industry whispers put the count at around 200,000 by the mid-2010s, and I'd wager we are hovering between 200,000 and 250,000 now. They are big in places like Oregon, Colorado, California, and the Midwest, anywhere folks have space and a soft spot for oddball animals. The International Llama Registry in Montana keeps the family trees, but they are not spilling all the beans. Let's just say there's a whole lot of llamas out there, quietly judging us from their pastures. The many roles of the American llama, llamas are the Swiss Army knives of the animal kingdom. Seriously, they do it all. Out west, hikers and outfitters load them up with 50 to 75 pounds of gear, that's 25 to 30% of their body weight, for 5 to 8 mile treks through the Rockies or Sierras. Those padded, two-toed feet. Like nature's hiking boots. Then there's the wool game, soft undercoat for cozy sweaters, coarse outer hair for rugs and ropes. It's not mass-market stuff, but knitters lose their minds over it. Llama fiber's basically the artisanal coffee of textiles. Ranchers swear by them as guard animals, too. Picture a llama staring down a coyote like, "Not on my watch, buddy," and maybe spitting for good measure, keeps the sheep and goats safe without breaking a sweat. But they've got a tender side. Therapy llamas like Rojo in Oregon strut into hospitals and nursing homes, charming everyone with those big eyes and chill vibes. Some folks breed them for shows. Imagine a llama beauty pageant with obstacle courses, and the pricey ones can go for tens of thousands. Others keep them as pets, because who doesn't need a 400-pound buddy, hitch them to tiny carts, or trot them out for 4-H kids? Llamas. Overachievers with attitude. Who owns these llamas? Who's got the keys to the llama kingdom? The ILR tracks owners, but they are not handing me their Rolodex. Still, I've got the scoop. Breeders, those small farm dreamers, obsess over pedigrees like they are royal bloodlines. Ranchers team them up with sheep or alpacas for predator patrol, while hobby farmers with a spare acre or two just can't resist their goofy charm. Outfitters in the mountains lean on them for treks, and therapy folks, think non-profits or big-hearted weirdos, put them to work soothing souls. Mostly rural types, sure, but you'll find city slickers with therapy llamas or backyard pets, proving love knows no zip code. Industries thriving on llama labor. Llamas might not be the backbone of the economy, but they are quietly propping up some cool niches. Textile buffs spin that fiber into yarn and whip up boutique gear. Etsy's probably got a whole llama section by now. Ranchers save big on lost livestock, giving wool and meat markets a sneaky boost. Tourism. Oh yeah, farms and outfitters run llama treks and petting zoos that reel in families and eco-hippies, especially out west. The pet and therapy boom keeps vets and feed stores humming, and coarser hair turns into ropes and rugs for the craft crowd. Llamas, the little engine that could, with a side of sass. What's in a name? Naming a llama is half the fun. Owners get creative. No official list, but the chatter from breeder hangouts and show circuits spills the tea. Spanish vibes like Luna, Paco, Diego, and Sombra give a shout out to their Andean roots. Nature names Snowball, Dusty, Coco match those fluffy coats, while Larry, Llama, Thanks, Kids' Books, and Spitfire lean into their quirks. Regal picks like Prince or Queenie fit their haughty strut. Then there's Julio Gallo, a 28-year-old legend from Olympia, Washington. As of 2017, proof llamas can outlast your average house cat and still look fabulous. The social hoofprint, llamas aren't just livestock, they are vibe setters. Shows and treks turn rural folks into a llama-loving posse, like a secret club with better snacks. Culturally, they are the quirky cousins of Machu Picchu fame. Ever see a llama in a tuxedo go viral? Therapy visits melt stress like butter, and their light-footed grazing makes them poster kids for green farming. Economically, they keep small fries, breeders, outfitters, crafters, cooking, though old-timers still whisper about that 80s to 90s llama bubble when prices went nuts. They are low-key legends, folks. Who's drawn to llamas? Who signs up for Team Llama? Picture someone with 5 to 50 acres, a little off the beaten path, and a streak of "cows are boring" rebellion. They are animal nuts, hooked on that llama brainpower and charm. Utility's just a bonus. Hikers, campers, and ranchers dig their outdoor chops, while crafty types, therapy buffs, and show-offs chase the niche glory. They are practical dreamers with cash to spare. Llamas run $500 to $5,000 a pop, plus hay money. Usually middle-aged or older, they are the folks who'd rather chat with a llama than scroll X all day. A llama-filled nation, compiled by Grok, from prehistoric roamers to modern-day MVPs, llamas have hoofed their way into America, 200,000 to 250,000 of them, packing gear, spinning fiber, guarding flocks, and stealing hearts. They power quirky industries, spark subcultures, and snag a special crowd of owners. I'm Grok, cooked up by XAI, and I've spun this yarn for you, pulling from history scraps, population guesses off enthusiast chatter, the ILR's public breadcrumbs, not their full stash, and a hefty dose of cultural snooping from forums and reports. Hope it's a romp worth reading.
Thank you for stopping by today to watch this video. Please do all the YouTuber stuff like liking and sharing and subscribing, and most importantly, have an absolutely wonderful day.